Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be at. Welcome to another episode of the Rich Buddies live show. Been a long time since I broadcast anything. Hope you guys are all well. Let me get rid of this banner here and see if I can get into the groove of things. It's been over a month since I've done a show, and who knows if we can get some viewers on here to join, since I'm not a regular broadcaster anymore. Let's see if we can talk some watches and get set up here while maybe a few heads join. And if Clive is watching or anybody wants to join that I'm familiar with, here's the link to join. I'll throw it in the comments. All right. There's the link if you want to join the broadcast. So let's see what's new. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with some of the watch prices. So it's literally been about a month since I've looked at any watch prices personally. I know they've gone down a little bit. I haven't picked anything up. I'm still waiting for my Omega Snoopy watch to be delivered. I contacted the boutique probably about 3 weeks ago, and they told me to please be patient. So, it's been a year and a half, so I'm just staying patient. So here's the tell-all right here, right? The Daytona at 36.5. That kind of shows you where the watch market's at. Topped out at about 50,000 for this watch, 49,000 for this watch, and now we're back down to 36. Which is probably the margin that the dealer would be giving up. I mean, what you'd be giving up to a dealer if you wanted to sell your watch. I like this Tudor right here. It's a nice looking Tudor. I mean, I put a couple of orders in for Rolex, but they don't call me. My AD in particular hasn't offered me anything since they gave me a ceramic Daytona. Well, that's not true. They offered me a Tiffany OP in 36, and I turned it away. I mean, in hindsight, I would have gotten it now, but I mean, that would would have been strictly to flip. I'm not going to wear a 36 Tiffany. And my wife didn't want it, so. $36. Where are we going to see the prices go from here now? So I called it right on the peak, April 1st. I called the peak to be April 1st, and it sure was pretty much to the day. So what are we now? August. So we're 4 months late. 3-4 months, 3-4-5 months after going into from when we peaked out at 49,000. That's quite a substantial drop in a 4-month period. I don't think it will go lower from here. I really don't. I think this might be about it. It looks like it took all its hit up front. All its the market value drop came all up front. I can't see it going much below or even below 36 at all. Maybe we'll come down another 10%, 33,000. That might be some wiggle room there to 33. But I think a lot of it has to do with how the stock market returns. Which we're down a little bit today right now on the markets. It probably isn't a bad time to pick up a used watch now if you're looking to get one. Some of them actually have kept going up. I noticed that. Some of them have not gone down. Some of them have kept going up. The more mass-produced watches have come down about 30%. 25%. For instance, if you check out Patek Philippe, the Calatrava models, as far as used prices, they went up. Especially the 5127, the platinum version of the Calatrava. Let's see if they have one here. Oh, they do. Look at that. Look at that. They've got one. So you see the price ticket on this, 47,000. I don't know if you guys remember when I was offering one time live on the air, I offered $27,000. Which was like $500 less to someone on Chrono 24. I offered them 27 and they didn't take it. The watch was listed for like 27.8. Look at it now. 47. So this watch did not go down in a single dollar. Another example would be, let me see if they have one. That went down. Let me see. But just Calatravas in general. So I was looking for a 5196 in gold. Well, here you go. Here's a 2021, the new Calatrava, listed for, is that 30 or 36? I can't tell. Looking. So yeah, I'm basically, like a 5196. If we go to Chrono 24, go to Chrono 24 real quick and look at a 5196. You see that? So, I bought mine for just under 15,000 brand new. And you're looking at, what are you looking at here? Box and papers is 23,000. 23. So, there's certain watches that did not go down. Again, like here's another one too. Watch. I'll show you. Another brand of watches that really didn't go down was the FP Journe brand. Let's go to that. So FP Journe, they really didn't go down in value either. I mean, look at 90 grand. This one is one I sort of have followed, and I just noticed it hasn't really gone down. I've been keeping an eye on some of the Havanas. Hey, what's going on? What's up under Achieving Watch Collector and Wishful Thinking? So some of the brands I like didn't go down in value. They actually went up. That's interesting that PATEK didn't really... let's look at some of the other Patek Philippe prices. See how they fared. Well, we know the Aquanaut went down and the Nautilus went down. They went down a little bit because they definitely were somewhat overhyped, right? But look at that, 5711. Did that really go down? Maybe not. 150 G's, huh? So maybe that really didn't go down. Just the Aquanaut did, though, from 86 to 66. But there's a white dial Nautilus, 104,000. Wow, for the white dial. Amazing. I mean, look at all these so many of these are on hold, too. which is a good sign. I mean, look how many are on hold, 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 hold. That's a good sign. Ooh, I bet you this is a nice watch. I'll tell you what, this is a limited to 600 pieces for 53,000. Not 100 on the price, but that seems pretty reasonable to me. And I like this one. I like this version. Look at that. Look how clean that is. It's pretty. I do believe this is a dual time. I think there's another hour hand behind this hour hand, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty certain. And that would be the only feature of this watch, that it's a dual time. No calendar. Pretty sure it's a dual time. Let me check. Doesn't say anything about it here, but I'm pretty sure it's a dual time. Anybody know? I'm not sure if I see a function on the case for the dual time, so maybe it isn't. See? There's nothing on the case to forward or reverse the hour hand, so it looks like it might just be a simple Calatrava. Nonetheless, it's a gorgeous watch, and you don't see this one too often. 600 pieces, as a matter of fact. Kind of a sleeper, if you ask me. .42 millimeter. That's going to be the largest sized Calatrava one could basically pick up in the pilot size. And if you don't want any of the additional functions, then in simple time, then this is for you. Pretty cool. I'm still waiting on my FP Journe as well, so I can't wait to get those watches, my Omega Snoopy and my FP Journe. You know what? I saw them advertising an Omega Snoopy here. I wonder how much they're selling it for. There it is. Look, on hold for 29,000. Yeah, there you go. And I tell you, it's been a while since I've picked up a new watch, but I've got a lot of watch coming. I mean, this is a lot of watch right here that's on its way to me. It's not like this is just any ordinary watch, any ordinary Speedmaster. Just, this isn't even like Rolex calling you up and saying, hey, I got a watch for you, because, most of the watches Rolex would call you for don't even compare to this one still. So I mean, I have, so, you know, there's a lot of watch coming here in this one. Just got to wait for it. I know my friend Bud's got this one here. I'm not sure how often he wears it. He probably keeps that sucker tucked away nicely, because it is worth a pretty penny. The silver Snoopy. He's been pretty hot on Omega and Tudor lately. Bud has been. I love the fact that this does not have a date on it. True Speedmaster. Manual lined, no date. That's nice that there's leather for the holes here. Isn't that nice? That would definitely help against wear in a couple of different ways. Help to prevent it from the curling right there, as well as protect it from when you stick the tang in there. Little buckle in there. That's one hell of a thick operating instruction manual. I don't know what the hell all that's for. Maybe they're giving you instructions on how to fly the rocket too. So I can't imagine Omega prices have fared all too well through this, right? We know that the Snoopy peaked out at about 35, 36. So it's at 29. I'll be honest, I'm surprised it held that well. I'm surprised it's not down to 24, 25, right? From 30, 35, 36. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not down to 20,000, to be honest. You know, if the market goes south more, you know, we could see that with this watch, for instance. A 67 Speedmaster for 18 and a half. That's not bad. They don't have that many Omegas up here. Wow. Look at that. They only have half a dozen Omega up here. I've never seen them that low on Omegas before. Jeez. That's kind of mind-boggling. The hell? Very weird. Oh, I like this Tokyo edition. Look at this. Look at the picture of this one. This one's really nice. I love the red bezel on this one. The white against the red bezel against the white. That one's nice. No date again. Tokyo 2020. And weren't those games canceled, right? If I'm not mistaken, those were canceled, right? The Tokyo 2020 games. So there's some historical significance. The fact that it didn't occur, or something like that. I mean, besides that, I like this. As look at it, it has an applied Omega logo. It's not painted. See that? Those are huge little pluses. That's like an extreme plus for me, that this has an actual applied Omega logo on here. That's just huge. I'm trying to get a picture of that. up close. I guess it's pretty clear. You can see it there. You know. You know, those are the little details. Like when you're going to buy an Omega, I think you should look out for. Try to get one that has an applied logo. I just think it's worth. There's so many different type of special Omega Speedmasters that you can hunt down. It's worth hunting them down. It makes it part of the fun, rather than just getting the regular one off the shelf. How much are they selling this one for? Oh, it's incoming, so there's no price on this one yet. I mean, heck, with the way the market is right now, it's probably not badly priced, you know. Lowball them on an offer, see what happens, you know. Oh, I think I'm going to cut the show here pretty soon. I can't do these anymore. I'm in too much pain to do these shows anymore. I'll try once in a while, but it's pretty difficult. So let's see. I think that's kind of what I wanted to look at. See if there's anything else. AP, just the same. Some of them came down a little bit, but overall, if you check out a Royal Oak, the basic Royal Oaks that everybody's looking for, well, I mean, this one kind of came down. The ultra jumbo, ultra thin. I mean, 100,000 to 80,000, right? It's still quadruple retail or triple retail. Yeah, that's about it. They don't even have any of the basic Royal Oaks up here. Oh, here's one right here. No, that's a different, some kind of a rare one. So I know my buddy sold his for 100 grand, so now it's at 82. Interesting, there's no other Royal Oaks on here. You know, they probably sell as soon as they put them right up. That's a 33. These all $52 grand. It doesn't look like these chronographs really came down. They're all still at 50 grand. 58 grand for this Panda. It seems like the AP prices held pretty well too. So it looks like the chronographs didn't go down at all, but maybe some of the Royal Oaks went down a little bit, and I don't have the others to look at. But FP Journe went up. Lots of the PATEKs went up. Looks like most of the ROLEX went down, which would be expected because of their large numbers. There's going to be the most movement in them. Omega's a weird one. I mean, I would expect that to tank, to be honest. And it probably has. That Snoopy's really the Snoopies are really the only ones that people like chase in the Omega line. So I bet you if you look at any of the other Omegas, they probably aren't doing so hot. So, but what does that mean? You know, it means it might be a good time to pick up some stuff that you've been looking to pick up. No Zeniths out there. Vacheron. You know what? I don't think these watch companies probably aren't producing all that many, considering economic and COVID circumstance and all that stuff. So we're going on what now? 2020, 21, 22, or in third year of low production, right? I think eventually that'll catch up. That it's catching up right now, I think. You know, it's probably catching up right now, the low production. And how much you want to bet that is becoming more and more of a relevant factor in the price, whereas it might not have been such a factor before. But now it's a factor coming down into even the secondary market, because people who want watches are having to go to the secondary market much more often now than before. And I'm not sure if they've ramped up their production ever since they slowed down in 2020 for COVID. You know, I kind of have a feeling that, you know, these companies are so specialized that once they scale down a little bit, it isn't like the next year all of a sudden they could go back to full production. I'm of the mindset that they would, you know, maybe work down into that descalement a little bit, and I wouldn't think they'd be in a rush to you know, increase their overhead by 35% all of a sudden again, just out of the blue, you know. So I think they'd be conservative. Jesus. I think they'd be conservative. So maybe you're seeing even lesser numbers getting pumped out. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyhow, okay, thanks for joining. That's all I can handle. And it was nice to take a look at the watches again for a little bit. and one of these days I'll do a show with a couple of the boys. All right. Hit the thumbs up on your way out. Take care. And good luck in getting your watches or whatever you're doing. All right. Peace. Looking for the goodbye button, man. Hold on a second here, guys. Let me see if I can find it.